Hello Game Boys and Game Girls, I'm the GameBoyGuru and welcome to another live stream. And I'm still going to be taking playing some more Santatlantean. And last time, or I guess the first time I played, which was on Monday, I managed to get just a little over 200,000 points. I refined my strategy a little bit, and now I'm just going to try and go for an endurance run and see if I can hit 300k or even more. Let's dive in. That's probably a bit of a panic bomb there. That's okay. That's the nice thing about the bombs in this game, is that you can definitely use them as a panic bomb. Nice. Okay. That could have gone poorly there, but turned out all right. That was close. Ooh. Unfortunate death. Good bomb usage. Good bomb usage. Yo, Alvy. Santa's got a brand new STG. Oh, man. I gotta give you credit. You always come up with pretty amusing opening lines there. It's good stuff. I like it. I appreciate your creativity. Oh! Well, there goes life number 2. Gotta be a little bit more careful, or I'm not gonna hit 300K. Oh, dude. No. Oh! Okay, see, that's a little bit of a beef I have with the game. Almost no iframes after you respawn. Minor beef, but still worth beefing about. Although, I suppose if you did have a lot of iframes, the game might be too easy. If you couldn't get overwhelmed at some point. Excuse me, then the game might, yeah, it might be a little bit too easy. Hey, Aquas, how's it going? Merry Schmutmas indeed. Yep. Playing a little bit of Santatlantean here. Have you messed with this one? Little freebie homebrew PC Engine TurboGrafx shmup. We decided after the intensity of September playing Blue Revolver all month, it was, oh man, it was a good idea to do something much more chill, pun intended, for December. Yeah, this one's a free game. Kind of a neat little diversion. Obviously, very basic Defender-style game. I was kind of hoping that at some point the quote-unquote enemies that you shoot down might try to steal the gingerbread man off the ground. That would make it more Defender-like and be a nice touch, but nope. Toy font in the background looks like lettering from the Toy Story logo. That might have been intentional. Yeah, and it is kind of funny that it literally just says toy. Oh. And that the Christmas tree in the back, in the rearmost layer of parallax, is actually the largest thing in on the entire screen, which is ridiculous and implausible, but I love it. The Christmas mana tree. Something like that. This is going to end up being a low-scoring run if I, if I keep making those mistakes. Yeah, it does get a little bit repetitive. I will grant you that. Because as far as I know, this is the only song that plays. I had a run on Monday where I got to a little over 200K, and it did not change. You never have a stage change where it's a different background or different music. And the options menu, if you want to call it that, has a sound test that plays a couple, like 3 or 4 different tunes, but other than the title screen theme, this is the only one I've heard in the game so far. So who knows? Maybe eventually it changes, but I've not heard it yet. I do appreciate the smart bomb. That was a little bit of a lucky break. Ooh, close. Got one of the stars early. Nice. I must have got both of them. Hey, PM. I saw Santa shooting aliens underneath the mistletoe last night. Oh, yes. You guys and your creative takes on the idea here. Oh man, I've ruined Christmas. Oh, hey, D-Tungsten. Oh, you got a new game today. Cool. What was it? Did you buy a copy of Metroid Prime 4? Yes, Evercade is getting Turrican. Some kind of Turrican collection or what have you. Aha! I wondered if that would be the case, given your affinity for the series and the conversations that we have had about the games. So, cool. Yeah, I'm planning on picking up the Switch 2 edition since I have the Switch 2 now. So yeah, that's coming soon, very likely. Although probably not for another week or so. Oh, Dashno Chris. Welcome. Been a while. Yes, happy holidays to you as well. Tuned in too late to hear the game title. Oh, it's on the bottom of the screen. It's Santatlantean. It's a reskin or like a smaller take on the PC Engine and TurboGrafx homebrew Atlantean that came out in, well, quite a few years ago now. Because this was 2014. This is a free download from the developer's website. I think the long wait has made some people lose perspective on Prime 4. Yeah, probably. I mean, it was in development purgatory for so long. I suspect some people aren't going to give it a fair shake. That or some people's expectations are going to be so high that no game will be able to meet them. Mistletoe? Check out my toe missile. Let's just not die to a whole bunch of bullets there. Or enemy collisions for that matter. Yeah! Well, that was bogus. John Goodman, voice 2. I missed it in the chat. I gotta get a bigger screen for my chat so I can see more than like 3 messages. Santa Bot from Futurama, gotcha. Now, if only they'd release the streaming seasons of Futurama on physical media, right? Exactly, yeah, I'm the same way. I've canceled most of my streaming services at this point. And I've gone back to mostly watching stuff I've already got on Blu-ray and DVD, or buying some stuff. Like I ordered, I found that there are a bunch of Christmas movies that you can't even get on streaming these days. And so I ordered a bunch of Christmas movies on Blu-ray so I could watch the ones I wanted to watch, you know, that I kind of made annual rewatches, but I just can't find anymore. So I bought a bunch of them online, and then got lucky and stumbled across an anniversary edition of White Christmas on Blu-ray as well, which was a nice find at Goodwill. Megabonk dropped after the Game Awards for debut indie, but got added back in under player's voice. Not familiar with Megabonk. Silksong? Oh yeah, Silksong is gonna win something. Silksong is gonna win something. I think that's almost a metaphysical certitude at this point. Expedition 33 for Game of the Year, you think? It's possible. I mean, it's gotten a lot of praise, but then, again, so has Silksong. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Yeah, Expedition 33 definitely sounds like a very solid game from all the praise I've heard, and people I know who've been playing it all seem to really dig it. Oh, that doesn't take it out completely. Interesting. Just breaks them apart. Well, good to know. So I'm still better off destroying those things manually first, then using the smart bomb. Remember the enemy in Defender that split into clusters? And it's been a long time since I played Defender. I played a fair amount of it as a kid on the 2600 because my next door neighbor had an Atari and that game. But it has been a long time. I haven't even booted that up on a compilation anytime in recent past. Oh! Man. Easy to get caught off guard by the candy canes once those things split apart. That's why the best strat for those is to let them come to you and destroy them from the left side so that you can more easily dispatch those candy canes once it breaks up. Oh, bogus. Yeah, hitting 300k is going to be challenging just because there's enough RNG with enemy behavior or, you know, getting caught off guard by a bullet or a candy cane that I just need to be a little bit more quick on the draw with my smart bombs. Kind of getting in the zone here. Bells are giving you happy Twin Bee flashbacks. Ha! Oh, crap. Yeah, they do kind of have that, little bit of that Twin Bee look. You have ruined Christmas. I know. That's still funny. I don't know that there's any other ending to the game. I would be curious to know if anyone has played this long enough to counterstop it. Because that would be wild. That would probably take a long time. This game is from the wrong crowd and bad influence. Yeah, the all caps thing is, I think, a default for Moobot. It's either for Moobot or it's or Restream, one of the two. Still need to play Garodon? Yep. Guru likes the shooty shoot, not the shouty shout. Yeah? Oh! Dude, really? No, let's just ruin Christmas already. Let's start over. I'm not taking 2 deaths before I hit 50,000 points. That's bogus. Oh yeah, Moobot did it, okay. Razor glass, not your voice. Indeed. Blue Christmas, huh? Oh, the Game Over song. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. I guess I haven't been paying attention to it enough to pick that out. Yeah. Bad End equals Last Christmas by Wham. See, now I wouldn't call that a bad ending. I unironically do like that song. Okay. Blue Christmas, the Porky Pig version. Yeah, I don't hate Last Christmas. And even though it's been way overplayed, I also don't hate All I Want for Christmas. I don't know. I guess I'm a bit more tolerant of overplayed Christmas music. Yeah, I listen to the same batch of Christmas albums every year. Although I have purchased some new to me Christmas music this year because I found some on the cheap. The All I Want for Christmas memes are great, though. Yes, totally agree on that front. As a Vegas resident, Christmas in Las Vegas by Richard Cheese and Lounge Against the Machine is my jam. Huh. I was stoked to find a cheap used copy of Twisted Christmas on CD at Goodwill a couple, 3 weeks ago. That was a great find. Yeah, I found that and something like 3 or 4 other Christmas CDs at Goodwill between 2 locations. No, not the Twisted Sister album. It's a comedy album from 1987 by the Bob Rivers Comedy Group. And it's pretty amusing. Although I would definitely enjoy the Twisted Sister Christmas album. Holy cow. No, it does not have Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. John Denver and the Muppets. Yeah. Yeah, I could deal with that. No, I don't remember who did Grandma Got Run Over. It's basically a batch of parody songs of Christmas music and other stuff. And it's pretty short. It's only like 35 minutes long or whatever, but it's funny. The first track on there is The 12 Pains of Christmas. It's like, the first thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me is finding a Christmas tree. The second thing at Christmas that's such a pain to me, rigging up the lights and finding a Christmas tree. It's amusing. Alan Sherman. Yes, the restroom door said gentlemen. The restroom door said gentlemen, so I just walked right in. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, that's a good one. Or speaking of Elvis, the last track on the album is special Christmas music from the King, which is just, you know, an Elvis impersonation. But like Elvis as the hungry Elvis who can't stop eating. Yeah. It's funny stuff. You have a friend who's done an Elvis impersonation? Nice. Haha. Tungsten getting a follow for the quality holiday jams love. Nice. Yeah, even though I'm going to buy Metroid Prime 4, I'm not going to play it immediately because I still need to fire up Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment and get started with that. But I've been busy, so I haven't been playing much outside of the shmups that I'm working on. You heard this guy from Denmark or something? He has this one album that's like Elvis singing Come As You Are and stuff. Interesting. Come As You Are by Nirvana? That would be kind of interesting. Come as you are, as you were, as I want you to be. That's funny. Just sort of hearing that out loud. The theme is it's all dead people. Well, Bob Marley, Leonard Skinner. Oh man. Meaning it's Elvis impersonating. It's like an Elvis impersonator impersonating or singing songs from artists who have passed away. Makes me think of the movie Hackers. It's a compilation tape of my own making. I call it the Greatest Zooks album. All artists asphyxiated on their own vomit. Huh. There's a lot of holly here. It's okay, that's points. My Pandora playlist years ago, I was like, how is Elvis singing this? Right? Yeah, obviously not possible. Are you guys familiar with the chestnuts roasting on an open fire meme? I'm assuming European or Eastern European singer who has done a cover of that song. And like the first version that he put out several years ago, you know, the accent was so thick and his pronunciation was pretty spotty. But I guess he does a new version of it every year, and he gets a little bit better every year. But my nephew was totally enamored with the original version. That was hilarious. I can't think of the guy's name. Oh, seriously? That was the same one? That was the one that you were talking about? Okay, that's funny that we're talking about the same one. A Very Polish Christmas? I don't think I've heard that one. I'll have to check that out. I was talking about is Irish, it turns out. Oh, interesting. Europe gets chestnuts. I thought that was a purely American tree. No idea. Yogi Jorgensen singing I Just Go Nuts at Christmas. Huh. I think I still somewhere have a cassette of random Christmas songs that I recorded from the Dr. Demento show as a kid. Things like walking in my winter underwear and things like that. I should pull that out sometime. The Youpers from Ishpeming, Michigan, singing Rusty Chevrolet. Huh. Okay, but does anybody have love for the Kenosha Kickers? I think that's the name, if I remember right. Chestnuts were really popular in the U.S., but there was a blight. They went out of style due to being really expensive. Interesting. I'm not sure that I've even ever had chestnuts. To be quite frank. Excuse me. Let's not die. No! I've ruined Christmas again. They're more common in Europe these days. Interesting. I think I ate chestnuts once. Definitely seen them in person. I mean, what would you compare them to in terms of other nuts? Let's see if we can get one more good run in here. Merry Christmas from the whole fan. Cletus T. Judd. Yes. I know Cletus T. Judd. They're a little bit bigger than the walnut in the shell. Okay. That's pretty good size then. You don't remember the taste? Fair enough. They have an emoji. Interesting. Buddy in Japan lives in a small town with a lot of greenery. Walk to the neighborhood groceries. Takes me right past the chestnut tree. Huh. The cute funny look of the nutshells always makes me smile. Raw chestnuts are extremely bitter, but cooking them gives them an earthy flavor. Which is why, obviously, you would roast chestnuts on an open fire. Goombas are called chestnut men in Japanese. Kuribo is like chestnut man. Oh, yeah. Huh. Yo! Not cool, bro. You and your candy cane shenanigans. Ha! Wow, okay. Kitten caught off guard again. Man, that was close. Kuribo's shoe in SMB 3. Okay. Seeing Kirby Air Riders kicking Mario Kart's butt kind of makes me happy. How so? I mean, is it just selling more than Mario Kart World right now, or what? Yeah, the snowmen are large, but so is the Christmas tree in the background. I was joking about that earlier, that it's funny, the Christmas tree is the very back layer of parallax, other than the stars, but it's the biggest item. Someone obviously had a hard time with perspective. And yeah, the snowmen are massive. Mario Kart World was kind of disappointing from what you heard. I mean, I enjoyed it. I don't know that outside of the online stuff or the open world piece that it's got as much legs as Mario Kart 8, but then 8 had a lot of content out of the gate, and then also there was a lot of DLC. Even on the Wii U version there was DLC, so I mean there was a lot with that game. Oh, you've got both versions. Wow. Yeah, perspective much. I still don't have the Switch release. I should probably get it, but I don't know. I've just kind of been holding off. Narrators has apparently really in-depth vehicle customization. Huh. Cool. Yeah, plus I didn't buy 8 on the Switch yet because honestly, I put so much time into the Wii U version and I had that. I clocked at least 60 plus hours on that just on the Wii U. Between the main campaign and the DLC levels. So I didn't feel like I needed to double dip for the Switch version and play basically the same stuff again. Although I would probably still enjoy it if I did. Found a new Achilles heel. Ice Chunk Field in Gradius 2. Yep. Bar stage kicks my butt. Ice stage kicks my butt. Yep. Those are difficult. Well, that sucked. Need to make sure I stick to my slow and methodical approach. Funny STG, would Santa do this IRL? Probably not, although I'm guessing that flying decorative Christmas balls, mugs of hot cocoa, stars, and bells would not be flying and attacking Santa either. And if Santa ran into holly and berries, they wouldn't damage him either. So, you know, suspension of disbelief. More so than you already would have to do with Santa Claus. Is he flying a plane or just shooting out of his pipe? It looks like he's literally just flying. Without without a sleigh or anything. Nobody's seen Santa's home and factory, so who's to say, oh, this isn't what he puts up with every Christmas? Yes, this could be canon. Hold off grabbing Cosmic Invasion for now, but I've heard it's the business. Yeah, I've heard it's pretty solid. I wonder how it can compete against something like Fight and Rage, but Beta Ray Bill. Not familiar with that character. Is that a newer Marvel or something a bit more obscure? Oh, I've done it. I've ruined Christmas. Man. Give me a sec here. He looks like a dinosaur, but he's just cybernetically enhanced. He was able to lift up Mjolnir, so he's often teamed up with Thor, and Odin gives him his own hammer. Huh, interesting. I was going to show this off. This was that Twisted Christmas album I mentioned before. Bob Rivers comedy group. And yeah, the 12 Pains of Christmas, Chimney Song, We Wish You Weren't Living With Us, Wreck the Malls, A Wish from St. Nicholson, of course, Jack Nicholson, Come All Ye Grateful Deadheads, I'm Dressing Up Like Santa When I Get Out on Parole, The Restroom Door Said Gentleman, Foreigners. It's been a while since I've listened to this song. I remember that one. Joy to the World, and then A Message from the King, that Elvis impersonation. So anyway, a friend of mine as a kid had this on cassette, and we used to listen to it and laugh. And so anyway, I was tickled to find that at Goodwill. Okay. Let's see here. Who we got streaming tonight? Let's see here. Oh, Cine is doing some Crimson Clover World Explosion. That sounds like a good time. It's going to stream MP4, but I didn't set up yet. Ah. Let's see, what else? Who else is streaming shmups? I don't know what this is. That is not a shmup. I have no idea what that is. Dog. Okay. Get your toe wrapped around my okay. All right, well, let's set up a raid here. Oh, I gotta refresh. All right, I will not be on tomorrow because I've got a I've got a company Christmas party to go to. And then I don't know if I'll do any streaming this weekend or not. I've got some major cleaning that I'm behind on. And yeah. So I'm not sure if I'll if I'll stream this weekend. We'll see. If I do, it'll probably be more Gyrus, just so I can put a little bit more time into that. So anyway, we'll go ahead and do the raid. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for playing, and game on.